Hey everybody, welcome back to Fantasy Theory. In this video, we're going to go over The Boys Season 4 new trailer, which I don't think had a lot to really break down, but we're just going to go scene by scene, kind of theorize, see some Easter eggs, and talk about where this season could possibly go, what rumors we've heard, and just give a little backstory on what this season will entail. So before we start, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into the breakdown. So the release date will be June 13th, so kind of right around the corner, with 3 episodes to start. I'm not sure how many episodes are going to be. I think there's going to be 8. So with 3, there's about 6 other weeks after that, or about 5 other weeks after that to release episodes. This takes place right after Gen V. I don't believe you have to watch Gen V, but it will help in some spots because in this trailer, we actually see 2 characters from the show, so they may play some type of role, and there's also a little plot device that will happen from Gen V that will kind of give you a little background if you watch the show, but I don't think it's really necessary. I think they didn't intend to make it necessary to watch it. So a little background. Homelander is on trial from his actions at the end of Season 3 when he kills someone who throws a drink at his son. To lead up to the new season, Vought on X have been putting campaign posters and trial drawings, kind of getting everybody excited for what's to come. We start the trailer with the boys at the Flatiron Building. The trailer takes on from Billy Butcher's POV, who seems to want to right his wrongs from the previous seasons. If you don't remember, Homelander got Butcher's wife pregnant and killed her, and Butcher promised to keep her son safe, but her son ultimately picks Homelander's side last season. Another thing that people forget is that Butcher has pretty much a short time to live from the side effects from Temp V, and is estimated to have about 18 months to live, so that's why he's trying to right his wrongs before he goes. With Butcher narrating, we see another instance of Ryan picking Homelander over Butcher, and I do wonder why in the scene we see Homelander does not kill Butcher, unless he's trying to just somehow let Butcher live out his days, and he found out somehow that he's going to die soon anyway, so he kind of wants him to suffer until the end. Homelander is rumored, however, to be going crazy this season, and there is a few things to show evidence, as well as other 7 members going crazy like the Deep. We see him sitting in his room alone, staring at the distance, Homelander that being, surrounded by statues and paintings, but what I wanted to point out behind him is Atlas. The statue basically, from the definition on Google, is Atlas was forced by Zeus to carry the heavens upon his shoulders. So maybe this is how Homelander views himself in some way? Butcher says with the time he has left, he can't do this alone recruiting the boys, and we see familiar faces: Huey, Mother's Milk, who might I add is clean shaven this season, Starlight, Frenchie, and Kamiko. And then we see them standing in front of kind of a planning board with pictures and post-its that's kind of hard to make out what exactly they are doing and planning. Then we get the protest for people who are with Homelander and people with Starlight. The yellow side with Starlight saying things like Homelander is a fascist, shine a light on Vought, and resist. And we see Homelander's side start to charge Starlight's side, and there's a big whole brawl that leads here. Some banners say Homelander is not a hero and jail time, all that's outside the New York courthouse. Now we've seen in the earlier teaser Starlight and Homelander, where Starlight looks frightened at all this while Homelander stands there so calm. So I'm not sure if this is during Homelander's trial. I feel like that's the most obvious thing, but I don't get why Homelander is just walking around freely after that. Homelander says we do terrible things for the greater good, and we see someone dead on the floor who looks like Homelander just brutally murdered. And I do think there's going to be a lot of blood this season. We see them showcase from Vought International of the new members of the 7 who go by Firecracker and Sage. Firecracker from the Twitter is said to have a short fuse, while Sage is 1,000 steps ahead of you. So Firecracker must have something to do with explosions and such, while Sage, I'm not sure, could see the future, maybe mimic your moves. I'm not exactly sure what that meaning. We see the Deep with a baseball bat, and then Homelander saying, now show me a little wrath, followed by the Deep taking the bat right to someone's head. So Homelander wants more out of the team and more ruthlessness, which he'll be conditioning them, and I kind of think shows why A-Train is almost like panicking later, but we'll talk about that when we get to that part of the trailer, and we kind of see the Deep kind of going off the deep end. They unmask another guy in a suit, which seems to be Cameron Coleman, the news anchor, with Firecracker stomping on him. And then we see Sam and Kate, who at the end of Gen V were the Guardians of Godolkin and framed the other students for the attack, which the Homelander helped out. The new character, played none other by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, says things will burn, and it looks like Homelander is burning a body, cremating a body. So from what he says, he seems to be just human and on Butcher's side. Butcher and Mother's Milk go to some home that looks like some type of research lab, where we even see a human leg on ice, and I think we'll see later in the trailer where that human leg comes from. It seems that the virus that kills Supes, that was a big plot for Gen V, will play a role in The Boys Season 4. A few quick shots past just saying Butcher is insane for this, and I think that's referring to that virus that kills Supes because it's coming from Starlight, so she's probably nervous that she's in danger too. And then we get the new Black Noir infiltrating the Flatiron building, fighting Butcher. I say new Black Noir because in Season 3, Homelander kills that Black Noir, so it seems like they just might have replaced him. Firecracker pretty much declares war on Starlight, and then we even see the Deep attack Starlight, with Starlight evading his attacks. There's some freaky suit powers notable, like the guy unleashing a chicken out of his chest and the boys hilariously shocked and shooting at the chicken, but it seems like the chicken is just bulletproof. We get a scene I mentioned before of A-Train looking really nervous about what's going on with the Seven. It seems like maybe he's not all about what Homelander wants from him, and he might have second thoughts about being in the Seven now. There's an insanely bloody room and another Supe who shoots bubbles out of himself. Firecracker shoots someone, and Butcher uses a fire extinguisher to freeze a Supe elastic arm to break it. Very smart. Ryan throws a person at a building and Homelander offers him a milkshake. And as we know, Homelander has a weird obsession with milk, so maybe he's trying to pass that on to his kid. I'm not exactly sure. Another hilarious shot. It looks like they have Homelander on ice. Obviously not the real Homelander, but somebody who plays Homelander just on ice. And then it seems the boys splitting up with Huey and Starlight saying goodbye to Kamiko and Frenchie. Weirdly enough, there are fighting flying animals in this, and someone takes their face off to reveal Starlight. Did you catch that someone was getting their leg sewed off? Could be the leg on ice that we saw before. And it ends with the two heavyweights of the show, Homelander laughing crazy and Butcher saying, "You're all welcome, but there is a word I'm leaving out." So this season, like I said, should be absolutely insane. I don't actually know what will happen. I did hear leaks and rumors that both Homelander and Butcher are going to go crazy in this season. I don't know. I just don't see them killing off Butcher this season with only having 18 months to live. Maybe he'll find some cure or something to make him live. I don't really know. Maybe this is the end for Butcher. Are they going to kill Homelander? Are the boys going to split up? What is going to happen? I feel like a lot is lying on this season. There could be big stakes this season with the future of the show, maybe even the potential end of the show later, closer to this. But let me know what you think of this. Let me know if I left anything out. Let me know if you have any theories. Leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and have an incredible day.